We are Qatar, now is all. What do these two phrases bring to your mind? Al-Wahda. Those unaware, Al-Wahda means unity. Ever since December 2010, Qatar has seen its fair share of criticism since it was awarded the bid for the World Cup. We saw Al-Wahda here in Doha during the World Cup, and we saw it during 2017, during our most difficult time of the blockade. So in order to find out how this was accomplished, I did content analysis in my research. I looked at over 100 headlines I looked at 100 headlines from two different British media outlets, The Telegraph and The Guardian. After analyzing these headlines, I came to the conclusion that there were three major themes that I identified. The headlines were primarily discriminative, xenophobic, and orientalist. This is when I decided to use my theoretical framework of sports diplomacy to understand why there are so many criticisms of Qatar. Sports diplomacy, according to my research, has been used for Qatar for a long time, ever since the 2006 Asian Games. To those unaware, sports diplomacy is when a country uses the power of sports to bring nations and people together. Ever since then, we have seen Qatar take great steps forward. In my research, I found out that Qatar answered the right critics. There was change and modernization. But the change was only to the right critics. There were headlines from The Guardian that said, for example, "The damned World Cup has kicked off." There were other headlines from The Telegraph, for example, which said, "Why Qatar? What football legacy does Qatar have?" So looking at these headlines, I was motivated to conduct my study and research in this area. Sports diplomacy is seen when mega sporting events are hosted by different countries. So in the case of Qatar, when Qatar hosted the World Cup, this brought forth the negative criticisms. After the negative criticisms, we understand that changes must be made, and these changes were seen in the positive labor reforms that we saw. But there was modernization that took place, but modernization not at the cost of our cultures, traditions, and identity. In conclusion, Qatar's achievements silenced its critics. The British headlines went silent, the French cartoons stopped, and the German gestures ceased. In my opinion, the 2022 FIFA World Cup was not just a testament of a global sporting event. It was rather an opportunity and a capacity to present one as united and as we saw with the people coming together here.